Hey guys, Jamie98 TV here with my WWE Monday Night Raw preview of the 23rd of June 2014, and tonight's WWE Raw takes place from the Verizon Center in Washington DC with a final hype before Money in the Bank on Sunday. The only items confirmed for tonight's Raw is a contract signing for the WWE World Heavyweight title ladder match and an announcement with the final 6 competitors for the Money in the Bank ladder match. We also know that Triple H will deal with Vicky Guerrero and Roman Reigns after their actions at last week's show. WWE is focusing on the following points for tonight. Will the entire roster be eligible for the ladder match? Well, pretty much everyone is. There's Rob Van Dam, there's Bad News Barrett, there's Jack Swagger, Dean Ambrose. All them talents could end up in the Money in the Bank ladder match. And to be honest, I'd stacked as the first Money in the Bank ladder match scenes for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. I think that the Money in the Bank briefcase match will steal the show. I mean, they're all solid workers in the first one for the world title, but then barely any of them's high flyers. And I like high flying matches. I'm more of a high flying guy, but I definitely just see the second one being the highlight of the show. We only know that Seth Rollins is involved in the match, and well, what else they need? He's going to steal the show himself. Hopefully we see some flips and fraud splashes from ladders by Rob Van Dam if he's involved in the match. Hopefully we see stuff like that. In my personal opinion, the second one, like I said, I don't even know who's in the match. I just believe that this will be the one to steal the show. Like last year, no one thought that the SmackDown Money in the Bank would be the one to steal the show, but it did. The opening match of the best match on the card steals the show. So I'm pretty hyped for this match, even though Seth Rollins is the only one involved. I'm trying to think who else could be involved. Maybe Jack Swagger, Dean Ambrose, Rob Van Dam, Rusev maybe. Rusev could maybe get involved. Bad News Barrett could be added, and I'm not too sure about who else, if I'm honest. But like I said, I don't even know what's in the match, but this will steal the show if you ask me. Van Dam, he's always one to steal the show. He's the whole pay-per-view, Mr. Effing pay-per-view, the whole effing show. So he'll be one to definitely steal the show, even if he's not in the match, even if he's just in a singles match. Rob Van Dam never disappoints, and that's why I'm hoping he does get a spot in this, well, in the Money in the Bank ladder match. He does deserve it. Last year he was involved in the Raw Money in the Bank ladder match when it was announced he was returning, and this year he could not even be on the card as of yet. But I'm hoping that's not the case, and I'm hoping Mr. Monday Night does make it on the card. He deserves it. And I'm going off topic a bit here, because the topic is the whole roster eligible bank, and it seems that they are. I don't see why not. And quite frankly, I can't wait to see who's involved in the match. Maybe Bad News Barrett and Rusev, guys like that. Just can't wait to see who is involved. And to be honest, this will steal the show if you asked me. I can't wait to find out who the other 6 competitors are in the match. But whoever it is probably deserving of it. And I am looking forward to finding out who the new 6 are tonight. Because Seth Rollins, as I said, has been confirmed. Just Seth Rollins himself. It's pretty awesome. That means Dean Ambrose is basically confirmed as well, unless he doesn't make it in and he attacks Seth Rollins during the match. That's a possibility. I think they're saving it for SummerSlam. Dean Ambrose versus Seth Rollins match with a Roman Reigns versus Triple H match. I think it's pretty obvious they're doing that. And I can't wait to see Dean Ambrose versus Seth Rollins, 2 great talents, and they're definitely going to steal the show, and that is pretty damn obvious. 2 guys like that, you can't have them in the WWE without having a match, and they're having a feud. It seemed that Dean Ambrose took it worse than Roman Reigns did of Seth Rollins turning on him, but it seems as if the Shield has quietly split up. It seems as if Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose are no more. They got new. Well, Dean Ambrose got new attire. They both got new themes. All 3 of them had new themes, in fact. whereas Roman Reigns is just like a remix theme, but remix Shield theme, but pretty awesome if you ask me. What consequences will Roman Reigns and Vicky Guerrero face? I think it's pretty obvious that Vicky Guerrero could be leaving for WWE soon. I mean, just look at her, she's been involved in many embarrassing segments, such as being puked on backstage, sneezing gimmicks where she sneezes all over people, and maybe it's time that she just leaves. I hate to say that, because I love Vicky Guerrero, she's pretty awesome, even though if her voice is quite annoying. You don't want to see a talent like Vicky go. She's a Guerrero at the end of the day, and that means something in the wrestling business. So I'm hoping that Vicky Guerrero maybe stands up to the authority. It's been rumored since WrestleMania 30 that she could be leaving for WWE soon. So maybe she is definitely leaving soon, and quite frankly, it'd be a shame to see her go. As I said, she's a Guerrero, and that sort of means something in this business. And it's gonna be a real shame to see the end of Vicky Guerrero, because she deserves more than what she's being treated, if that makes sense. She's being treated appalling by the WWE. You know, being puked on, sneezing gimmicks, screaming, being called a hog or something. It's just been embarrassing for her, and I wonder what Eddie would think if he was still alive. But like I said, it's pretty obvious that maybe she's going to get fired tonight unless something like Vince McMahon comes out and changes it. But I don't see Vicky keeping a job with the WWE. I think it's the end of the road for her, and hopefully she stands up to the authority and cuts a pipe bomb. A Vicky Guerrero pipe bomb, I'm all up for that. But like I said, it's going to be a shame to see her go. She's been an awesome talent. Well, I wouldn't call her a talent, but I'd call her an awesome GM and whatnot, and it's going to be a shame if she is fired tonight. I'm hoping that the right thing happens when she isn't fired, as she ends up maybe if you fall to see the light and give her a promotion or something. No, it's pretty obvious that's not going to happen. It looks like it's definitely the end for Vicky Guerrero tonight. How will Goldust and Stardust continue to turn heads? I'm already hating on Stardust and for WWE for what they've done to him, to Cody Rhodes, but quite frankly, they've not gave it a chance yet. I mean, quite frankly, they need to just give him time. Maybe it's going to lead to something. Maybe Cody Rhodes will just admit that he's embarrassed by Goldust. He'll turn on him and admit that Goldust has been for weak link. But Stardust, when he came out on Raw, I was shocked, but I sort of liked his entrance music. It was actually a bit catchy. But you know, maybe he will, like I said, turn heel, turn on Goldust for a few that everyone's wanted. But everyone's hating on him already, and they've not even given gimmick proper time to adapt and see how it turns out. Maybe everyone will like it. Maybe it'll be a memorable tag team. Maybe it'll be a top tag team of all time in the WWE. Quite frankly, they've not gave it enough time, and I'm not for one to hate on stuff straight away. I ain't hated on it straight away just yet, and quite frankly, I can't wait to see what happens tonight. I think that Goldust, however, should have his feud with Cody Rhodes. I heard it quite a while back that he's only signed to a short-term contract, and everyone wants to see a Goldust and Cody Rhodes match. It's been anticipated since WrestleMania 27 or 8, so I think it's about time we do see that. I'd rather see that at WrestleMania though. But they're doing the thing right now with Stardust and that, and as I said, Cody Rhodes is a great talent. He's in the WWE as Stardust. Everyone's hating on it, but not me. I'm giving it time to adapt. I'm going to see how it plays out. Maybe it'll turn out better than everyone thought. Like I said, Stardust, aka Cody Rhodes, he is an amazing talent. He's an immense talent. And quite frankly, I am looking forward to see how the Stardust gimmick goes. But I don't want it to be a full-time thing. I'd rather later down the line, I'd like to see him back to his dashing Cody Rhodes gimmick or something like that, or he turns on Goldust and admits that Goldust was the weak link. Because quite frankly, he deserves the world title sooner or later. Cody Rhodes been with the WWE since what, 2008, and the highest title he's held is the tag team, and the Intercontinental title, I believe. So he needs a push down the line. He needs to have the Stardust gimmick now, but down the line, drop it, have him back to normal Cody Rhodes, have him have a feud with Goldust that everyone, quite frankly, including myself, wants to see. Everyone deserves that match, and everyone wants to see that match sooner or later. And I can't wait. So don't go hating on the Stardust gimmick just yet. Give it time to adapt, see how it turns out. In the first night, Stardust and Goldust picked up a victory over Ryback, so hey, that's more than what Goldust and Cody Rhodes could do. So just give it time, just see how it goes out. I'm giving it time. I just hope this does not ruin him, Cody Rhodes. I just hope this isn't a permanent thing for him. Quite frankly, I don't think anyone wants to see Cody Rhodes and Stardust permanently. Just rather see it part-time and something. Have it now with Goldust, and then have them feud down the line, turning back to dashing Cody Rhodes, or just simply Cody Rhodes. About time, everyone deserves to see that. And honestly, I can't wait. Just as I said, give it time to adapt. Or as Triple H would say, it could perish. Are we witnessing the gradual extinction of the Funkadactyls? The Funkadactyls, quite frankly, they're just embarrassing. Not Naomi so much, it's just Cameron, she annoys me. And Total Divas, this is probably just splitting up for Total Divas. I still stand by what I said months ago. Total Divas ruins everything. I mean, it just ruins literally everything. But each week I just end up watching it, and I don't know why. But Total Divas ruins everything. But I sort of like it. I need to get my head straight. But these two are splitting up most likely for Total Divas to cause some drama or buzz on Total Divas. And since when has Total Divas controlled the creative team in the WWE and made them split up whoever they want or whatever? The WWE have to go out their way and change and break up teams just so it can be good for Total Divas, just so Total Divas has something to air. And that just gets pretty annoying after a while. And I like Total Divas, but it just ruins everything. And if I'm honest, I don't know what I think of Total Divas. I want it to end, but I do sort of enjoy it at the same time. But Cameron, last week we saw her bring out a vicious side against the Divas champion Paige by trying to take her out, and maybe did something after the match, I'm not too sure. But Naomi didn't seem too happy and pleased about that. She probably believes in good sportsmanship and all that stuff. So it looks like they are on the verge of splitting up. Quite frankly, I won't care. If they split up, I'd rather just see Cameron released from the WWE, if I'm honest. I'm not a fan of her at all. Naomi, I don't mind so much, but Cameron, she just gets on my nerves. Her voice, her face, well, she's not actually that bad in the ring, but it's just her voice and her face and how she acts just annoys me so much. It's just pretty damn annoying. Naomi deserves better than being partnered with Cameron, and hopefully down the line we see these two have a reasonable feud, with hopefully Naomi getting the better, because Naomi deserves it more. Naomi's the better talent, she's better in the ring, she's better looking, and if I'm honest, she's just better than Cameron as a whole. And in the feud, I just hope that Naomi does pick up a victory. But you don't know if a WWE they've started something, and now essentially could just drop it right now and have them back to best friends as usual. If I'm honest, I don't want to see that. I don't care much for that. I want to see a good feud with Naomi coming out on top, if you ask me. Naomi deserves it. Naomi's better than Cameron, and these two in a feud, yeah, it's only magic with Naomi hopefully picking up a win, as I've said about 4 times in the last 2 minutes. But whatever happens tonight on Raw, I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully Paige gets her own back and sides with Naomi on something, or by attacking Cameron, or maybe Cameron will be for one to turn heel and just attack Naomi blatantly for them losing, or maybe it's Total Divas, watch them just have a little cat fight, a little scratch or something, and That's on Total Divas, and they've got an whole episode based on that. I can't take him seriously though, knowing that it's happening on Raw. What's happening on Raw is going to be on Total Divas, and they're just going to add it in with fake crowd chants and all that stuff, like try to look like that everyone actually cares about the Divas division, when to tell the truth no one does. And that's because of the likes of Cameron, who just ruins it so much, ruins the Divas division, and just gets on people's nerves. Mine especially. Her voice, as I said, her voice, her face, everything about her, the way she works, the way she acts, the way she looks, the way she talks, damn, it just annoys me so much. And hopefully if she has with Naomi down the line, I'm hoping that we see the release of Cameron. That'd be pretty awesome. Will Dean Ambrose make Seth Rollins pay? Well, he's been trying for weeks, but Seth Rollins has been screwing him over. Dean Ambrose could have been in for WWE World Heavyweight Championship Money in the Bank match. If it wasn't for Seth Rollins distracted him, and on SmackDown, Bray Wyatt picked up the victory, so he'll be wanting to get his own back. Seth Rollins has been confirmed for the Money in the Bank match. I say Money in the Bank twice, but I think it's pretty obvious that we're going to see Dean Ambrose get involved in the match, either in the match or he just attacked Seth Rollins in some way. He'll be involved in that match, and I think at SummerSlam it's going to see Seth Rollins take on Dean Ambrose. That's pretty awesome. That's going to be a pretty awesome match to see. Everyone wants to see that match. Two great talents like them going at it. It only smells magic and gold. Honestly, it's going to be great. But quite frankly, I don't see him being able to get his hands on Seth Rollins tonight. Maybe just a little fight, only for Seth Rollins to crawl to the outside and run away or something like that. But I don't see him having an all-out brawl. If they do so, I'll have to get involved. Maybe for Wyatt family. Maybe if Wyatt family will take them out. But Christ, I hope not. I want to see a massive brawl between Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose tonight on Monday Night Raw. As I said, it only smells money. These two going at it, it's pure gold if you ask me, and I can't wait. Dean Ambrose, maybe he'll be in a match, maybe he'll be one of the 6 men announced for the Money in the Bank match or something like that. But either way, Sunday he will get involved in the Money in the Bank match with Seth Rollins. He'll either attack him, take him out or something, but he'll want redemption for Seth Rollins turning on him. Dean Ambrose, just don't forgive and forget. Dean Ambrose wants payback, and he'll be looking for payback by trying to take out Seth Rollins as soon as possible. Maybe tonight, maybe Money in the Bank, maybe SummerSlam. Either way, one day he will get his own and he will take him out. And honestly, I can't wait for that tonight. So make sure to tune into Monday Night Raw tonight. I know I will, but it's going to be pretty damn awesome if you ask me. Make sure to follow me on Twitter and like me on Facebook. Full links are in the description down below. If you've enjoyed this preview, then please leave a like. It does help me out a lot. I'm hyped for Raw with all the stuff, and WWE, as I said, are focusing on the following points. Will the entire roster be eligible for the Money in the Bank match? I don't see why not. What consequences will Roman Reigns and Vicky Guerrero face by the Authority? To be honest, I don't see Roman Reigns being punished too much, maybe being taken out. Whereas for Vicky Guerrero, I can see Vicky Guerrero being fired, if I'm honest. I can't see, as I said, I can't see too much stuff happening to Roman Reigns, considering it will be in for Money in the Bank ladder match. The worst that'll happen is maybe a 3-on-1 handicap match, again for Wyatt family or something like that, or for Wyatt family maybe being involved in some way. But I expect tonight to be the last night of Vicky Guerrero. I do expect her to be fired, if I'm honest. And that's a pretty damn shame, because Vicky Guerrero is a Guerrero. She's not being treated right by the WWE. And as I said, it's going to be a shame to see her go. Her legacy, along with Eddie's, will live on forever in the WWE. The Guerrero name means something in the wrestling business, not just WWE, but in TNA, ROH, all over the world. The Guerrero name means something. And if she just fired and even more disrespected tonight, it's going to be a real damn shame, because she doesn't deserve it. She's a Guerrero, she's done nothing wrong, she's just doing her job. But hey, last week she put Roman Reigns in the Battle Royal, in which he went on to win. He shouldn't have even been in it, but he ended up winning it. So I expect
fatal consequences tonight, such as the termination of Vicky Guerrero. Hopefully she stands up to him and tells him how she really feels. But either way, I'm expecting the end for Vicky tonight, which it's going to be sad to see. It's been rumoured since WrestleMania 30 that she's leaving, and it'll only a matter of time before she does go. And tonight looks like it's going to be that night when we do see the end of her, which is a real shame. How will Stardust and Goldust continue to turn heads? Like I said, give it time to adapt. Maybe it'll turn out awesome, better than everyone anticipated and better than everyone thought. Just give it time. I'm giving it time. I'm looking forward to see how Stardust goes. However, Cody Rhodes does look a bit creepy in the Stardust paint, but like I said, I'm giving it time to adapt. And hopefully down the line, Cody Rhodes goes back to dashing Cody Rhodes or just normal Cody Rhodes, and hopefully he gets revenge on well, not revenge, but hopefully he turns on Goldust, and we finally see the match between the two that everyone's wanted for all these years, since like WrestleMania 27 or WrestleMania 28 or something like that. Goldust said on Twitter he wanted it, but maybe more dare it, not at WrestleMania but before. Are we witnessing the gradual extinction of the fundamentals? I sure hope so. I hope it's the end of Cameron, and I hope that Naomi gets the better of her. And quite frankly, she's just been holding Naomi back. Naomi's too good to be just partnered with Cameron. Cameron, quite frankly, she sucks if you ask me. And I hope that this is the end of him. I hope we do see the gradual extinction of the fundamentals. And will Dean Ambrose make Seth Rollins pay? I won't be surprised if it does have Money in the Bank, but it seems as if they're saving them two, the match between the two, for SummerSlam. And if I'm honest, I don't see him getting some revenge on him tonight. I just definitely see maybe him attacking him or costing him a match, only for Seth Rollins to run away or try to get out of harm's way. Because, to be honest, why would they just give it on free TV, something like that? A fight between the two is pay-per-view material, it's Money in the Bank material, it's SummerSlam material, it's even WrestleMania material, and just have a brawl. But I don't see Dean Ambrose getting some redemption and getting his hands on Seth Rollins tonight, as much as I would like to see it. So yeah, hopefully if you enjoyed this Raw preview, as I said, look out for all the points I've just listed then. That's what the WWE are focusing on. Make sure to follow me on Twitter, like on Facebook, make sure to tune into Raw tonight. All the points I've just said, make sure to look out for it. It's going to be pretty awesome Raw. It's the last Raw before Money in the Bank, so look out for the 6 competitors for the Money in the Bank match Sunday. It's going to be pretty damn awesome. If you've enjoyed this Raw preview, then please leave a like, it does help me out a lot. Thanks for watching, like, comment and subscribe.